Here with Jim Carty from Blues and Beyond, and I'm here with Kenny Wayne Shepherd. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Great milestone here. You're coming to the Garde here in Connecticut in New London in March. I believe it's March 11th, and we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Ledbetter Heights. And tell me about what it is for you to hit such a milestone.
Well, 30 years of doing anything is something to be proud of,
Sure
but
enough.
especially getting to play music and I mean, this is my debut record, right? It's like so
Yeah.
I wrote this album when I was 16, 17, recorded it the
Yeah.
last 3 months of my senior year when I was 17 years old in high school. Graduated, turned 18, released the album in September of that year, and then, I mean, the record just blew up. I mean, the first single, Deja Voodoo, we released to rock radio. It shot up to number 5 on the charts, and
Hmm.
and the record sold 500,000 copies, went gold, eventually went on to sell over 1 million and certified platinum, and it put me on the map. It's the debut record of the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band, and that's what introduced me to the world and my music to the world, and it that combined with my second album in particular, Trouble Is, those two records combined is what really built this foundation for me and my band, of this fan base that's been so loyal to us and has been with us, along for this ride that's going on over 30 years. And so we never have played every song off the Ledbetter Heights album in concert before,
Hmm.
not even when it first came out. So we're going to do this anniversary record. We're going to release a new version of the album that we just recorded,
Super. So is
with
it
some.
remastered or
No, it's like it's
completely
an
re-recorded,
yeah, entirely new recording, and so it has Noah singing on it. Because in my first album, we had Corey Sterling singing.
right?
I sang one song, but like Corey was the singer, and then after that tour, we split up and parted ways, and then that's when we found Noah, and Noah's still with us to this day. So we had him sing all those songs on the new version of Ledbetter Heights, and we did a
Yep.
few different things here and there on certain songs. So it'll be a new experience when you hear this new version of the record for
Right. And
sure.
really, Noah's your band brother, man. You guys have been together so long. I think about you. I mean, it's just together, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely like family. I mean, he's got two sisters. I have two sisters. Neither one of us had a brother. We're kind of the brother that
Yep.
each other never had. 28 years of a relationship, professional relationship and a personal one too. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not insignificant either.
absolutely not. No, no. And how do you feel about the re-recordings with him singing on it and how it came out?
I think it came out great. And a lot of people like. The one thing for me is that I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of any of the records that I've ever made. And I actually, because I intended on making music that I enjoy playing and also enjoy listening to.
Sure.
So, this, for some people would have been like, this is an opportunity to go make things right if you were not happy with what you recorded, but like, I don't feel like, musically we made any huge mistakes or anything. It did give me an opportunity to treat some of the songs slightly differently, but I'm not trying to like right a previous wrong. I just like the biggest change on this record is the song Riverside, which is actually the song that I sing, but I always wanted to do it just slightly slower and a little more vibey. And
Hmm.
so, we treated that song a little differently. We like some songs that faded out on the record. We actually came up with an ending for those songs. Some of the songs have evolved over 30 years of playing them on stage, and the guitar solos are a little different, and the way the band plays them are slightly different. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really happy with the end result. I mean, it was a really great exercise to go in the studio and re-record those songs, and it actually prepared us for this tour as well. Because then in the studio, we had to relearn all of those parts. And some of these songs we have not played for a very long time.
Right, right. It came to mind, I interviewed Joe Bonamassa years ago. And we had a good chuckle. He was very self-effacing. He's like, Jim, I try no longer to brandish my guitar as a weapon, now that I'm more mature. And do you feel as though you've grown as a musician and you're attacking the music in a different manner 30 years ago?
Well, when you're young and you're new, your mindset is that you're out there to prove something to everyone and to like,
Sure.
conquer the world and
Yep.
show everybody why you deserve to be heard, you know. But with time, you and maturity, then you realize like it's not all like I don't have to prove anything to anybody. It's like more about like, what can what can we do that we haven't done before, and like, how can we make the best song we can make and just play what's appropriate for the moment, you know?
Hmm. I see that you brought on board my good friend Doug Wolverton, and I love the horns in your band. And actually, before Greg Allman passed, my friend Jerry Jamont was in the Greg Allman band, and I would often go see Jerry with Greg. And I told Greg one night, I said, "Man, I loved seeing the Allman Brothers at the Beacon with Southside Johnny and the Juke Horns." And we got into this conversation. He said, "Don't worry, Jim. I have a horn section on the next record." And and I just talked about how wonderful it is to have that sound of the horns. And it was something that he grew up with and he loved. And you have a very powerful sound with it. How do you feel about adding horns to your outfit? And what do you feel like your horn players are adding to the sound?
Well, I mean, the horns add another layer, and it's a different dynamic for sure. But those
Yep.
guys, they have a lot of fun, and they're really talented, Doug and Charlie, and
Yep.
they add a level of excitement to the show for
Yep.
sure. And I'm really enjoying having them out there.
Yep. Yep. No, I mean, I'm old school. I like everything from Duke Ellington, Count Basie to, my blues rock. So to have horns is a nice treat there. I love it.
Yeah.
Um, so are we doing just the anniversary record on this tour when people come to the show, or are we mixing in anything else?
Yeah, you can't just do like one album's worth of material because it's not enough, It's like our
Right,
shows.
right.
Most of our shows, I mean, like sometimes you have a time constraint based on, where you're playing or if it's a festival or whatever. But I mean,
Yep.
the minimum we do generally is 75 minutes, and most of our shows are 2 hours long. So, and
Yeah.
anywhere in between. So one album is usually like an hour's worth of music,
Right,
So
right.
like it necessitates other songs to be played. So we're gonna do the whole Let Better Heights record, and then we'll do another set of music with various songs off of various records that we've put out over the past 25, 30 years as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while since we've spoken, and we've always done phoners in the past. But I think we did talk when you did 10 Days Out.
Mhm.
And I love all the old blues cats, and I know you grew to really enjoy time with Pine Top and Hubert, and you've recently done something with Bobby Rush, all
Mhm.
guys that I was super close with. Can you tell me about recording with Bobby and touring with Bobby? Because who doesn't love that guy? I mean, he's
Yeah.
involved in his community. He has his faith as deep as can be. I know your faith means a lot to you. I
Yeah.
mean, whenever I talk with Bobby, away from the music, it's about family, it's about relationships, it's about faith. I mean, I assume that you had nice chats like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Bobby was incredible. I mean, the record we did, Young Fashion Ways, came out in March. We took him out on the road with us. He spent most of the year out on tour with us.
Yep.
Just had an incredible time traveling with him and watching him do what he does so well, and watching the people, some of my fans discovering him for the first time and just falling in love with him. And so much to be learned from a guy like him, and it was just such an honor to do that record. I'm planning on doing another one with him. He and I have talked about it,
Wonderful.
hoping that happens soon. But yeah, it was just an incredible experience, and certainly for me, an extension of kind of the 10 Days Out documentary and album that we did back then. Is just my pure love and appreciation for blues music and guys like him who helped create this music that has inspired so many people like me and given us the opportunity to do what we do.
Absolutely. Um, what else should folks know? I guess certain dates you have Jimmy Vaughn and who was it?
Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson.
Yeah.
And I've had Jimmy bend my ear about cars for a good couple hours on occasion.
Mhm.
I know you love your cars.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys ever chat about your collections with each other?
Yeah, briefly. We've talked
Yeah,
about cars here and there a couple
yeah,
times over the years. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
a lot of guys that play guitar love cars. I feel
I
like,
think,
yeah.
yeah, everybody that loves American music loves they're red-blooded. They love their cars and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And and you, I assume, leave room for those guests on the bill to jam with your band
Oh
and
yeah. Well, that all remains to be seen, But yes, I mean,
yeah,
it'd be great if they want to come up and join us,
yeah,
and
yeah,
play a couple songs here and there. I mean, the cool thing about having those two guys, and they'll likely be more people announced that will join us along the way.
super.
But the really cool thing about that is that I was doing shows with both of those guys back in 95, 96 when I
Mm,
was doing my first tour,
yeah.
And so that is also a connection to like, back in the day when this whole thing first started.
Right. I mean, I think there's no doubt that Eric Johnson, I think, was an early influence of yours. You're from Texas, he's from Texas, and
Yeah. Jimmy
uh,
Vaughn, I mean,
Jimmy
yeah,
too,
both those
obviously.
guys
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
And what else do we need to know about this wonderful upcoming tour? I see you have the Tampa Bay Blues Festival, which a lot of people fly from the Northeast down for, and
Mhm.
that's on April 11th. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're coming up there and we're doing a number of different shows up in the Northeast. And, um, the tour is still, we're extending it because the reaction has been very, very strong,
mm,
right out of the gate, which I was hoping that would be the case because we did the 25th anniversary tour for my second album, Trouble Is, and that tour universally was pretty much sold out all everywhere we went. So,
right.
I was hoping for and anticipating a similar response for this tour, and early ticket sales are indicating that this is probably going to be a similar thing. So, which is one of the reasons why we're talking, to people like you and doing interviews this far out in advance, is to
Yeah.
get the word out, let people know that, about the show, and give them an opportunity to get their tickets now while they're still available.
I think that speaks to your fan base in particular, because a lot of my friends who are artists are saying that ticket sales, advanced ticket sales, are quite soft.
Mhm.
They still do well, people walk up, but they're kind of watching their money a little more these days. Things are a little tough. And for you to extend the tour and have your fan base always come out to see you and you can just count on them to patronize you, I think is a testament to what you deliver on stage and on your recordings.
Yeah, well, I do think we have a relationship with our fans where they've shown us we can depend on them to be there for us, and we've shown them they can depend on us to deliver a top-notch performance every time they come out.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate the time. I look forward to seeing you in March. And I thank you for everything you've done that we discussed. And, you know, uh, be safe on the road, my friend.
All right, thanks, man. It's
All
good to
right.
catch up.
All right, man. Take
All right,
care.
have a good
Bye.
one.